like.
Imagine. He's just like this.
Stop. I'd be scared. Oh my god, do you ever like, cause I get these, but like when you're sleeping and you get like a twitch in your arm or your leg that you can't control? Like my body's like, hey, don't do that.
I've had a dream where I've been like half awake, half asleep, and I'm in a motorcycle. You know how you have to do this thing?
Yeah.
To turn on the motorcycle?
Yeah.
I full on fucking do it, and I scare myself away. Oh man.
No, because sometimes mine are just like a leg spasm. Like.
Well, I think it happens when you have like ADHD. Like your body sometimes like has to move.
Like your body's like it wants to be awake.
Yeah, it's like an anxious like. It's like a feeling that you have to move this limb, and I have that woken up. Like I could do that right now. Like I have a moment where my leg just wants to move, or I have to do some type of noise or some type of weird shit. I don't do that at work. I mean, I do, but people don't see it.
If people don't see it, you just hide.
Yo, I kid you not. Sometimes I'm over there like 80 or something, like in the racks, and they just be like,
no, I do that shit. Sometimes I'll be sitting in the aisle like putting shit away, and I'm like, water.
do you want some water?
I'm gonna tap this water bottle for you guys again.
A little ASMR for you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to watch the video. Just hand.
Good afternoon. This is Lewis.
And this is Haley.
And this is
What's in the Pod?
Not for nothing, but out of all the guests, you're probably the only one that's gotten it 100% right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because all the other ones either say it too late, or not at all, or forget to say it.
Forget to say it. That's so funny.
I'm not gonna mention any names, but it's been twice already. You know.
We're watching
you. All right. So today we have an interesting episode. I know I say that every episode is because every episode is interesting. Today we're gonna be talking about dreams. Dreams are very. I guess you want to say they're more. Depending on the person,
yeah,
what they define as a dream or what the dream means, because there's so many dreams out there. I know my dreams are wild.
Oh yeah, I have some pretty crazy ones that just like they don't make sense, and there's some people that just don't have those types of dreams.
There's some people that don't dream at all,
and that's scary. Cause how do you
not? You're a
dream?
psychopath.
Yeah,
if you don't dream,
you're scary.
You're scary.
You're scary. Just as scary as people who sleep with their eyes open.
Oh. Listen, okay. You started problems here, okay?
Hey, no, I'm just saying.
I do know a lot of people that do sleep with their eyes open, and I do think.
Ass.
Yeah. I do think it's. Water. I do think it's a little weird. Coño.
Drink the water.
I do think it's a little weird. I had one of my cousins, shout out Michi. When we were kids, we would have a sleepover and stuff like that, and we would like. She would fall asleep first, usually, because I'm a night owl, so I usually fall asleep after everybody else.
Yeah.
But I literally have a moment where I'm playing my video games, whatever, and she would turn around towards me, from facing the other way, and she would look at me. Well, she would look at me, right? But she'll be like. Okay, let me get close to the camera so you can see. So this is her, right? It will be.
I'd be scared.
So I'm over here like, Michi? Hello?
Good morning?
Are you want to play?
Do you want to play? Okay, we're checking in this bed.
Do you want to play a game?
Do you want to play a game? Oh, Jigsaw.
I was playing a video game, so I'm over here thinking that she's awake. So I'm over here like, thank God someone is awake, because I'm over here playing by myself.
Right.
And then she would not respond. And I'd be poking her and shit. But
Not poking her.
I'd be poking her.
Disrupting her open eye
sleep. It wasn't disturbing anything because she just kept on fucking sleeping. Like there's no disturbing that. If you're asleep with your eyes open, there's no disturbing your damn sleep. Nah. That is the different kind of sleep.
You are in a whole. You're built different.
If you sleep with your eyes open, I am extremely jealous of you.
Yeah.
Because you have to be having the best sleep in the world. It has to be like REM sleep times 300.
They're counting sheep for real.
You wake up and you're a whole new person. I wake up and I feel like I'm freaking dead.
I wake up and I feel like I need to go back to sleep. Mm-hmm. That's the worst part.
You know what? It's crazy because, to be honest with you, it's getting a little harder to wake up in the morning. Like, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's a health problem or something. I don't know what it is. But to be honest with you, like, it's getting hard for me to wake up. Like, I keep on, like, turning off my snooze.
I do that shit too.
So much.
It's just, I feel like it's a mental thing. And especially because, like, we wake up and we're thinking, oh, we have to go to work. Like, we're going to work. I think that's the thing that's in our brain is that we know we have to go somewhere, we have an obligation, but we don't want to do that.
Worst part is when you go to work, right, and you wake up and you try to wake up and your body's like, you need more sleep. Mm-hmm. But in your day off, you could literally...
You wake up at like 7 a.m.
I'm waking up at 7 a.m. Mm-hmm. 6, sometimes even 5.
See, I'm lucky in that regard where, like, if I have a day off or, like say, like, we get VTO or something like that, I will wake up at weird times. Like, say I don't work on Saturday, right? Which we don't work tomorrow. And usually on Saturdays, I will only wake up around 11 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm serious. Like, there's some people who will wake up because that's just what their sleep schedule is, like, used to. They were used to waking up at 7 a.m. Because of work and shit like that. Me? Like, I will wake up at 7 a.m., but I will not get my ass up at 7 a.m. I will take my ass back to sleep and get up at 11 a.m.
I've done that too.
It's just so much better.
I think it's harder for me to do that now that I have Stella, because I'm usually the one that wakes up and takes her out in the morning.
Right.
Like if it's the weekend or stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's sleep is important. Speaking from somebody that doesn't get a lot of it. But dreams are something that always fascinated me.
Yeah.
I think dreams are so fascinating because, there's so many interpretations of what it could mean. So like, what is a dream to you? What do you think a dream is?
A dream for me is just a picture that your brain creates out of just pure creativity in your brain, or things that you think about. It could define you as a person. It could definitely, like, there's definitely people who have dreams that are like messages and stuff like that
to yourself
and stuff like that. But I feel like for me personally, it's just a fun little thing that I get to experience in the nighttime and wake up and get to tell this story of, like, hey, I had this dream. It's like a people sometimes will take dreams and, like, create shit out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a creativity standpoint in a sense for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a cool take on it.
What about you?
For me, I mean, depending on what it is, I think if it's like a normal dream where you're just like dreaming about flying on a dragon and stuff like that, or
see, those are the fun ones.
I've had dreams that I've literally been flying across a big city on a dragon, and I'm like looking at people. You ever had those dreams where you like see people in the dreams and you personally don't know who they are, but in the dream it's like you know them for your whole life?
Yes, and that's a fun little thing we're gonna get into because that's something I really wanted to talk about in this, because there's sometimes in your dreams you will see faces that you have no idea who they are, but you have seen them at some point in your life. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like they resonate with you, so like somehow your brain still have. It's like they have you. It's like they're in the cloud, and you have them.
Not the cloud. It's just they just sitting there.
They're just sitting there, and then your brain kind of just randomly. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? That SpongeBob episode. You know that SpongeBob episode where he's like trying to forget shit.
Is it the one where he's who's riding the horse that requires a coin? Is that the one? Is that the one you're talking about?
I think so. Yeah, the one that he's trying to like be a waiter or whatever for like because Mr. Krabs is trying to make the Krusty Krab fancy or whatever for that one customer or something like that. And he has like he goes into his brain and there's just a bunch of like SpongeBob's trying to like
the little running around with the file cabinets. Yes. Yes.
So I think your brain is literally just going through your files.
Like the file cabinets. It's
like,
a little you.
I know you haven't seen this guy for like 5-6 years, but here's him again.
Surprise,
and then you're in your brain, like in your dream, and you're over here like, I know that guy somewhere. I know that guy.
I've seen that guy.
The worst part is when you dream of somebody and you see them in person.
Yeah. I hate that.
It's like I feel like I know you, but can't put my finger on it because you forgot about your dream already.
Yeah.
But his face is still
and that it's scary.
Or her face or whatever.
The
person's face.
The amount of work that your brain puts in, like remembering people's faces and how they look, how they dress, and the matter of the fact that you're able to replicate that in your brain in a dream, like
that's insane.
Picturesque. That's crazy.
That kind of just shows you what what your brain can actually process.
Yeah.
Like what your brain actually chooses to remember and what it doesn't choose to remember.
I don't think like people take the time to realize that your brain does so much for your body, because that's where everything, like all your motor function and everything. Like comes from. Mm-hmm. So like the matter of fact that it's able to put these, like I said, people, situations, put you in situations that you never thought you'd be in before, and yet somehow you're there. Like it makes you feel almost like, sometimes I have dreams where like I'll wake up and I'm like, did that like actually really happen? It's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like
really vivid ones.
Yeah.
So I've had dreams where, so in my opinion, right, what dreams are to me, if they are vivid, I think those are like kind of portals to your other lives.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is, right?
Yes.
So Neil deGrasse Tyson pretty much explained that we are not alone. And he's not just talking about aliens. He's talking about multiple universes, right? In those universes, there's one parallel to yours that has small changes.
But it's all pretty much...
It's pretty much the same.
That's scary.
But except for like small little things.
Right.
And there's someone, me, and you, doing exactly what we're doing right now.
Like my hair's pink in that in that one.
Yeah. Like my hair's long or your hair's green or
you
something.
could quite literally be female and I could be male in that universe.
Yeah. But we will be doing the exact same thing that we're doing right now.
That's scary.
Yeah. To the pause. Like even that.
That was funny.
So yeah, I mean, so he explained it pretty much like saying we have another us out there, right? That is exactly like us, that we're in. That's infinite. That's infinite versions of worlds, infinite versions of possibilities, right? Because if you think about it, our universe could be this way, but who's to say in another universe we can't fly? Or what's to say in another universe we don't have dragons? Or
I would love to have a dragon.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they already found a dragon skull and dragon bones in Mars, by the way. I don't know if you know about that.
Can I have one as a pet?
That would be fire. They're trying to recreate dinosaurs.
I want one.
So they found a mosquito. They found a mosquito in a, I don't know if it was a tree or some type of glacier or something. But they found a mosquito engulfed in tree sap, and that mosquito, prehistoric mosquito, had blood
from a dinosaur. Guys, we could have dinosaurs in the next few years.
We could have an actual Jurassic Park, which I think it would be stupid. But do I think people would do it? Yes.
Yes.
Do I think it's smart? You saw the movie. What do you think?
Okay. No, but that is very crazy. Like the process that you have on that, like the lucid dreaming, that's actually very scary. Because like it could very well be you stepping into what you see, you're like seeing yourself in a different form, in a different way.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that goes into like lucid dreaming, you can make it whatever you want. There's people who can control their dreams. Like that's, I know I've said it like probably about 1,000 times during this. It's insane because like I go to bed and I'm not thinking of anything specifically that I want to dream about, and I've like tried to like think of things that I do want to dream about and what I do want to see in my dreams, but at the end of the day, like I can't master that.
You know what's crazy? I know this little boy. There's some friends. It's a kid that's my mother-in-law's best friend's daughter. Her kid. We had a conversation about this actually last weekend, and the little kid blew my mind. Like, this kid is insanely smart.
Really?
For his age, I think he's 7 or 8. Could be older. I'm sorry. I don't know his age. I don't care. He's super smart for his age. But we had a conversation about dreams. Because I had talked to her about like me wanting to do a podcast about dreams. So we started talking about it, and he overheard. And he stopped us, to talk, and he was like fascinated about my dreams and what kind of dreams I have and all this stuff. And he goes, "Yeah, whenever I dream, I can kind of control what I want to do. Like, I'll know that it's a dream almost immediately. And even if I don't know it's a dream at first, I wake myself up in the dream and I'll know it's a dream and I can pretty much control what happens."
That's for a kid.
For a kid.
That is talented. That is talent. Like, how do you do that? I like, teach me your ways.
I'm very jealous.
I am very jealous because that's just. I don't know how old he is. He sounds like a young kid though.
He's little Hunter.
Aww.
I love Hunter.
Little guy.
He's like literally my favorite little dude ever. Like, he really is.
Is he like a small little guy?
Yeah, he's a little shorter.
Aww.
He's a little tiny dude. But yeah, so every time that I have a conversation with the kid, he fascinates me because he's so smart for his age, and he kind of like caught me off guard because I'm like, "What do you mean you can control your dreams?"
Right.
He said, "Yeah, I can just, like, whenever I'm in trouble or if I'm having a bad dream, I kind of just fly away." I'm like,
I wish.
Okay.
Kids are so smart.
Okay, so let's just say this, right? We were talking about the dreams and stuff like that, the kind of dreams that we have. So, what is the craziest dream you've ever had? Like, far-fetched, not something vivid, or it could be something vivid, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, the craziest shit you've ever seen.
I think my craziest dream had to be, it was like I was a grown-up version of me, but it's like I had already seen life and lived through life. Like, I was older, and I could tell I was older, but like I was very curious as like to see how I looked when I got older, and I was going to like, I had like this very nice house and everything, and I would wish that upon myself, but this is just like a dream. This is what Dream Me came up with, and I'm going through the house, and I'm like, I felt like I was kind of conscious in the dream, so I was like going to like the bathroom mirror and stuff, trying to see myself in the mirror, but I couldn't see myself, and that scared me. And then I had a kid. I don't know the kid's name. It was like I had a little girl. I would say she was about 5 or 6, and she came up to me and said, Mommy, you look so pretty today." And I said, "Thank you. Could you tell me your name?" She's like, "You know my name, Mommy." And I'm like, "Oh, that's right." So then it just kind of like skipped. It was just like me living through my life, but I was just confused. Like, I was very confused. I didn't have like a partner, as far as I knew, because in the dream
He wasn't there.
No. And like this little girl, I never found out her name.
Oh man.
And that's scary because you know how you're talking about portals and stuff. Now that makes kind of some sort of sense. Maybe something or somebody does not want me to see what my future life looks like, whatever, whatnot. But I never figured out the name of the daughter, but I took care of her and, you know, made sure she was okay. And throughout the dream, I just kept finding myself looking in reflections and like mirrors and stuff. It was kind of like I was a vampire.
You were trying to see yourself, but your brain wasn't letting you do it.
No.
Yeah.
And that kind of unsettled me. When I woke up and I thought about it, I was like, that's actually terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's like my brain blanked out that part of like, maybe you don't want to know what you look like at this point in your life. Maybe you don't want to know what's going to happen. But it was just very, I can't even explain it. It was kind of scary.
It's a weird feeling. I feel like I've had kind of those kind of dreams where I'm in the future, or like not in the future, but like not that I'm older, but that I have this house or I have this kid. Mm-hmm. Like I've only had a dream about a kid like once or twice, but it's always the same kid.
Really?
So I'd never see their face. I never get to see their face. Mm-hmm. That's what bothers me the most. I could never see their face, but I could tell that it's a little girl, mm-hmm. and she has very long curly hair.
Aww.
Brownish blonde color kind of,
mm-hmm.
and it just like fascinates me because it's like I've had this dream way before, like
mm-hmm.
when I was like 16, 17,
mm-hmm.
and I had this dream. It's like,
yeah, this dream happened when I was a bit younger. I feel like I was in like middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was in like the last year of middle school, like 8th grade, and this dream came out, and I was like as an 8th grader, I was only how old? 13,
mm-hmm.
maybe 14. Like that's kind of unsettling for a 14-year-old me to sit there and think, what is my life going to look like?
8th grade is 13, I think.
Is it 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just it unsettled me.
It's unsettling, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you want to see what your life was and what you look like and what your life could be, but your brain is not letting you. It's like, so it goes back to the whole thing about portals. So like, I don't think it's just a portal to your other lives. I think it might be a portal to your future, because sometimes either that or you go through stuff in another universe that you haven't before, mm-hmm. here, but you see it and like it's like you know it's gonna happen. Like,
right. And
let's just say like I had a dream about tomorrow, and then mm-hmm. tomorrow, let's just say we go to a restaurant and we go to a specific restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. Then I'll have a dream the night before, mm-hmm. about said restaurant,
right?
About me going to said restaurant. And then the next morning or the next afternoon, I find out that we're going to that restaurant.
And
we're sitting exactly where we're gonna be.
That's terrifying.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've had that happen in a amusement park. I had the dream when I was probably like 11, and I had a dream where we went to an amusement park, and in front of the amusement park was a dinosaur, a velociraptor statue that moves. Right? It's cool as shit.
Yeah, it is cool.
So I'm walking in, and I'm literally.
Let me just.
So I'm literally walking into the amusement park, mm-hmm. and I can see the dinosaur. The dinosaur's moving. There's like little steam and smoke coming out from the side of it. I know what the freaking word. I couldn't tell what the words were, but I know the font and the size of it, mm-hmm. of the actual like sign. So I go in, go through the whole like. I don't go through the whole like park or whatever, but there's certain things that I remember.
Right.
Then years later, I'm telling you, years, like probably like 6 or 7 years later, I go to that park that I've never been to.
But you dreamt about it.
I dreamt about it. And I go into that park and I know exactly where everything is.
That's scary.
Where everything is, and I kid you not, it blew my mind, and it scared me because I'm like, I've been here before, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody that was with me, I'm like, no, you haven't been here before.
Right, I've been here before.
I'm like, but I've been here before.
Like this is my park, actually.
This is mine. Like,
actually own this park.
It's like you might think that you're coming to this park, but you actually coming to my park. This is
You're
my park.
so funny.
These are my rides, and if you don't want to ride it, then get out of my park.
No, right. Right, period.
But yeah, so it's happened twice, okay?
With the same park?
No.
Oh.
Once with an amusement park and another one with a museum. Okay? I went to a museum and I was walking down a hallway, and to the right there was a long hallway only for staff members. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a long hallway, and then to the right there was a couple of like little offices.
Mm-hmm.
And this is happening in my dream. Like I'm walking down, because I was looking around trying to be sneaky.
Right.
I'm over here like, I wonder what's down that hallway. So I'm like, you know what? I might not be staff, but I'm getting in there.
I'm going.
So I waited for someone to come out, and I held the door, and I went in, right, in the dream. I'm telling you right now, bro, it's freaky to talk about it because it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
I go in, down the hallway, take right, and then I look into the offices or whatever. There's a couple of like, you know, supplies, all this stuff, computers.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of months ago, not a couple of months ago, like a year or two ago,
Mm-hmm.
I go to one, I don't know if it's the same museum in my dream, but I go to a museum that has the same damn hallway.
Ugh.
But this time, the doors were open.
I know the deja vu was hitting.
It was tempting me to go down the hallway because in the dream I had to wait for somebody to come out. When I went there, the door was open already.
It was like
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 you have to prove that this was right.
that's scary.
So I go down the hallway, and I kid you not, bro. I kid you not, room for room, the
same.
exact same.
That's terrifying.
Position of the doors, the door, like one of the doors were open, and when I looked inside, and everything.
That deja vu was going crazy.
Oh man!
And that's the thing, is that like I feel like with like things like that, like even with dreams, like I feel like I have dreams, and then later in life I will see that exact same thing, and it'll hit me so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like that deja vu, that sense of deja vu will hit me so hard. So I know that shit was going crazy for you, because if it was the exact fucking same,
It was so bothering me. It was so bothering me. And it still bothers me to this day. It still bothers me to this day because I'm like, how?
yeah, that's like, it would be different if it was just like the hallway and you know, like the rooms were just slightly like just different. Like there was different things in each of the rooms. Exactly the same.
You know what the worst, craziest part is, right? The craziest part is that I had this dream, and this museum wasn't even in my hometown.
Really?
It was in Washington, D.C.
Oh my god.
And I've never been to Washington, D.C. until I went to visit my sister.
It was like something was calling you there. It said, hey, come visit.
Yep. And I went to I think it was the Smithsonian. The
Which
Smithsonian. The animal one.
I've been there. I don't remember the hallway though.
It was one of the hallways where it's near where the water part is. You know how they have the dolphins and the
I'm really trying to.
blue hallway.
Yes.
Long blue hallway.
I know.
You know that one?
I know what you're talking about. That is scary.
That hallway, bro.
That's scary. That's scary.
It scared the hell out of me.
See, like, and like things like that. I like. Oh.
It's sexy. It's exciting.
It is
It's
exciting.
exciting, but it's scary at the same time because it's like, where am I getting this knowledge?
Yeah, where's the work going on? Like, what is connected to us that we are having this spirit, like, connect? You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's almost like a spiritual connect, but it's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's kind of like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
It goes down to one of the topics I wanted to talk about. You know how you were talking about the whole coma thing.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy because it's like a lot of people that have been in coma, they've woken up from a coma and they would say I was pretty much awake the whole time.
Yeah.
Or there's ones that have been sleeping the whole time and they have what they would say like a kind of like an out of body experience.
Right.
Right.
Or people who have like near death experiences that like I feel like people say that like they have dreams about it almost. Like there's people who will say like I feel like in a sense when you have a near death experience it's like your brain is trying to kind of conceive a dream. Sorry, my phone keeps fucking falling off my lap. Like conceive a dream to kind of keep you I don't know, like relaxed almost.
Keep you alive.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Keep
it's
you
like
here.
like I watched this video of this lady who had a near death experience. Mind you, she was like atheist. She was an atheist.
I think I know what you're talking about.
She was an atheist and she had died and she said when she died she saw like kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like and then it just kind of closed and she was in pitch dark. Like she could feel herself doing these things like moving her hands and her arms, but she couldn't see her hands or her arms like when she was moving and stuff like that. And then
she could feel it, but she couldn't see him.
Yeah, she could feel the movement, but she could not see her hands because it was just pitch black. And that, like, listening to the story was so interesting because she said that, like, she saw this, like, kind of like a tornado almost come towards her that swept her upwards, and she kind of felt like she was kind of doing one of these where she was laying backwards and kind of tilted up, standing. And then she saw a bunch of people walking towards her. Yeah, and it was just this bright white, like, I guess, room, and she sees all these people coming towards her, and she's, like, freaking out because she's like, oh my gosh, like, who are you? Like, don't come near me.
Right.
And she saw her great-grandmother. Yeah, and then she started to realize that the people around her were people who have died, that she was connected to, that were coming to pretty much greet her in her death.
It's like she's in purgatory or something.
Yeah, like, and basically the great-grandmother, like, informed her, because she wasn't aware
of what was going on. Yeah.
Her great-grandmother basically said, like, you're dead. Like, held her hand and said, you're dead.
Oh, man.
I can't even, like, imagine, like, the amount of, like, relief maybe that she had when she woke up, that, like, there is something there for you after you die.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I feel like for everybody, I guess it depends on what you believe in.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't believe in anything.
Yeah, like...
But there's a lot of things... So, when it comes to that, too, when you have a near-death experience, people say that scientifically, right, what they say is that when you sleep, when you die for a moment, you're I don't know if it's dopamine. I think it's what it, like a feeling of euphoria or a feeling of like. So it's just that your brain goes into overdrive,
right?
Because it's dying.
It's like your light flashes before your eyes almost.
So what they're saying is that the whole flashing before your eyes and all that stuff, or seeing angels or whatever you want to say, like scientifically they say that the only reason why you're seeing that is because of the fact that your brain is releasing this chemical, or like in your brain, and you're seeing all these things, but it's like a chemical reaction. It's not an actual like, after death experience.
Right.
But I don't believe it. To be honest with you, I don't believe it because I've seen a study. Okay, I've seen a study where people wanted to put a shelf right above the person's, that they know that the person has a low chance to survive. Right. So they put a paper on top of a shelf above their bed. Right. And if they have an out of body experience and if they die, you know how they say that you leave your body and you can see the people, like some people say that, like you can see the people around you crying over your body, or crying over your death or whatever, or you can see the doctors frantically trying to revive you. They put a paper over their head to prove that this is true. Right? So they're trying to make the person go out of body and see the paper over the shelf to read what the text says. So when they revive them, when they come back, they'll ask them, what does the paper say?
That's whoa. That's kind of cool though. That's a cool study.
Yeah.
I like personally, if I was old as fuck and I knew I wasn't gonna live, I would want them to do that to me. That'd be fun. not fun, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not fun, but like...
Not fun, but you know,
an
it'd be cool.
interesting,
It'd be
like-
a cool experience.
Yeah, like an interesting way to like test that kind of like theory, because like it all, I feel like there is a possibility, and like this might be getting into a whole different topic, but like paranormal and stuff like that, like we'll get into that maybe on another episode. But like it's just like I feel like there is
Not the finger
definitely
guns.
hey there's definitely a possibility of paranormal. I believe that there is paranormal. I feel like there's some people who are stuck on Earth here that
For a reason.
yeah, like they don't get to finish, like they have to finish what they started, I guess. I feel like that's kind of like a thing that I've heard is that like paranormal, like ghosts and stuff, people like souls get stuck here because they have more purpose.
Oh yeah, this place is hella haunted.
Oh yeah.
No, this house.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
This house is hella haunted. There's 2 little kids and a grown man.
Hi.
The first time I moved here, it was around like 3 or 4 months after I moved in. I was playing PUBG with my friends
I love PUBG.
on my phone. So I didn't want to be loud because we're loud. We're Puerto Rican, so we're very loud people. So
Yeah.
when we're playing the game, we're like, cabrón, muévete, coño.
Not you yelling at them.
Muévete, muévete, cabrón. So I didn't want to be loud. I didn't want to wake up Kala. So I went downstairs and I went down here on the couch, and it was like around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, which is witch hour. Like this is the moment that most of the, activities happen. So I'm playing my game, right? And I hear footsteps coming from upstairs, like
Right.
the hallway. So I'm over here thinking that it was her parents going to the bathroom or whatever. But usually when they go to the bathroom, they turn on the light. So I walk up here to the stairway, and I look up. I didn't see anybody. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It must have been Tony. Tony sometimes doesn't turn on the light. So I turn around to walk back, and I hear 2 sets of footsteps, 2 little sets of footsteps, little kids,
Little pitter patter.
right, little patters, and giggling,
Oh my god.
little kid giggling, and I'm over here like, nope,
Nothing. No.
nope. I left.
No. Why?
I
Just
went
say
outside.
hi to them.
Nope. Mm-mm.
¿Por qué?
Not in my house.
Not here.
Not in my house. Nah, listen. It's not that I'm scared, right? I was. Because of the fact that I've been prone to ghosts pretty much my whole life. Like I don't know if I have a third eye or something, but I've always been like able to not much, not as much see them now that I'm older,
But sense them.
but more sense them and hear them. I can still see shadows and silhouettes. I used to be able to see them, like full on.
Really?
Yeah, full on see them.
Oh my
Like
god.
I know I've talked about this in another podcast, but I saw my great grandpa without even knowing it was my great grandpa.
Really?
It was in Puerto Rico, and my house was connected to my grandpa's house, so my window was on his roof. Right? It was a flat roof, so you can get on the roof through my house because it was a second story.
Right.
You can get on his roof, and we usually play around or whatever. It wasn't safe, but whatever. So my uncle, one of my uncles, because my grandpa had a couple of houses that were his, and it was in that little thing. So we pretty much the whole family lived in that spot. At one point. So all my aunts, my uncles, and all that stuff. So my uncle used to go up there, which I didn't know at the time, but he used to go up there to smoke weed. Right?
We love that.
I understand what it is now. Okay, back then I didn't know what it was, so he went up there to smoke. I thought it was just cigarettes. I was like, it's funky smelling cigarettes.
Fucking That was some funky ass.
Some funky ass cigarettes. It's a stinky motherfucker. Now I love the smell. I absolutely love the smell.
Ganja.
So, one night I see somebody up there, and I could see the cherry from the, and it wasn't a normal, like it wasn't like a joint.
Right.
It was a cigar.
Oh.
This time it was a cigar. So I'm over here like, that's not Theo, because once the cherry, you know how you pull on it,
Yeah.
you can see the cherry,
Yeah.
and your whole face lights up if you're in the dark.
Yeah.
I saw a man, older guy, not long, but like semi-long hair, white. I can literally draw him up. Like I can still remember him. I can still remember his face.
That's scary.
So I wake up in the morning and I tell him like, "Yo, there was somebody." I told my stepdad, I was like, "There was somebody on the roof," and he was. And I explained this to him, and I, told him what he looked like. So he turned pale white, and he was like, "What?" And he goes, "Give me a second, I'll be right back." He goes to his room, takes out a picture, comes to me, he goes, "Is this the guy you saw?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the guy I saw." It's like, "That's my great grandpa." Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
that shit's crazy.
It's creepy, man.
That is
It's creepy.
creepy.
So I've always been like some
Have some belief in it.
Yeah,
me too. I haven't had really like any like crazy experiences. Like I can't say that, but like growing up, I watched a lot of like ghost hunting shit, and so like that's just kind of
paranormal shit.
Yeah. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Regular scheduled program. Okay, so what is your most vivid dream?
Vivid.
Like, what is the most, like, let's just say you had a dream and it was real as hell, and not only did you see, but you also felt.
I think this one was a reoccurring one. This one happened a lot. And it was very vivid because, I had to remember details and stuff because every time it happened, it was somewhat the same, but something changed every single time. So, y'all know the movie Halloween. Michael Myers. That scary fuck. It is one of my favorite movies to this day, but when I was little, I used to have, and it was very vivid, this reoccurring dream of me being in Michael Myers' house. Yeah, and like, he would always chase me and stuff like that, so every time I had this dream though, I was trying to find ways to kind of, deter him from catching me, because obviously you don't want to be caught by Michael Myers, he's gonna fucking kill you, bro.
Yeah.
But
It's a big ass knife.
yeah, and it in my dream,
that's gonna go through both ways.
yeah, like in my dream, it was like
bigger than usual.
it was like probably about the length of my face, maybe a bit bigger. It was scary, so I had to find ways.
Definitely been through all the way.
Oh fuck yeah! And I was at the time I was a small little thing.
Oh, I would have decimated you.
Yeah.
Oof.
So
Scary.
Now, but by the end of the dream, he would catch me in some way. What? What?
I said, ooh, scary.
Ooh, scary. I didn't catch it. Ooh, scary.
Ooh, scary. Alright, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I just caught myself having an ADHD moment. It was just a little too random. That's it.
But no. I'm trying not to laugh again. By the end of the dream, he would catch me and he'd kill me, but I'd wake up every time I was killed.
Of course.
Yeah. So, but it was every single time I had this dream, and I had it many times. As I got older, that completely left. That's not one of my reoccurring dreams anymore. I don't even think I really have a reoccurring dream, but I would find ways to kind of deter him. So there was one time where I pulled a string out from I forget what it was, but I tripped him to kind of slow him down, and I kept running.
So you kind of knew that you were in a dream at some point.
Yeah, and I kind of
just woke up in your dream.
Yeah, it was kind of it was all mapped out for me at some point. I knew what the house looked like. I knew nothing was really, like I said, it was a little different each time, but most of the part, it was all the same. It was all the same. The house was the same. I was running through the same house every single time, but there was little things to help me along the way.
That's cool as hell.
No, it was a really cool.
It's like you're reliving a scary movie, but in the eyes of the victim.
No, literally, and I think it would be
That's
a cool video game.
That would be a cool video game.
Like, somebody get on that, because that would be like a really cool video game idea, like where you're reliving the same thing until you can finally beat the killer.
Oh, no, there already is.
Is Dead by Daylight? No, but like
Until Dawn.
Oh, Until Dawn. But still, though, like having Michael Myers chasing after you in his house.
That would be pretty scary.
Yeah.
Oh, what if there's a universe out there that scary movies are real? Maybe it's that.
I feel bad for them.
That's scary shit.
There are people
'Cause
getting fucking
The worst the worst scary movie I could think of, right?
Mhm.
I've grown up with scary movies. So like
Me too.
my grandma, ever since I was a kid, we watched Historias Paranormal at 11 o'clock at night, and it was like scary stories, but like in Spanish.
Mhm.
It'd be fun. It's so I grew up with like, at first it would scare me, mind you. I slept in the living room of my grandma's house. I used to live with my grandma, so, and she used to have fucking masks everywhere.
Masks.
Like masquerade masks
Ugh.
all over the wall. Like
That'd be scary.
it's the creepiest shit ever.
I feel like
if
that's
you-
the equivalent of having like dolls.
yeah, it is literally that.
Yeah.
So I kind of like grew insensitive to scary movies. I think, to be honest with you, now I just kind of find them scary, funny.
Oh, for
I laugh
sure.
at them. I laugh at them.
That is my favorite genre of movie. Horror movie, favorite genre.
Yeah.
It is too.
It's
They're too.
perfect. They're too great. Like, there's only one movie that's ever really scared me 100%. Well, two.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, okay, don't laugh at me.
I'm not gonna.
Not everybody thinks it's scary. Okay, and I'm not gonna say Chucky. You thought I was gonna say Chucky.
I say Chucky because I hate Chucky.
You hate Chucky? I know you do.
I think I told you about
Yeah,
that.
you did. We talked about it.
That was one of the dreams I had.
Now you gotta say it.
Okay, so I had this dream, right? So it's funny. It's funny. So I watched not the newest Chucky movie, but I watched Chucky 20.
Child's Play? It wasn't Child's Play.
No,
Child's Play
it was like 2013.
Okay.
It was like about a girl in a wheelchair.
I don't know. I haven't watched a Chucky movie.
It's like it's a newer Chucky movie.
I haven't seen Chucky movie since he had the son.
Oh yeah. So then that's.
And that was weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird movie.
Yeah. This one was more like it was more creepy and unsettling.
Wasn't his son gay or something? Right?
I don't know.
Something
I don't.
like that?
I don't watch Chucky. I
Oh
don't.
right, I forgot.
I don't watch Chucky.
Sorry about that. It's like, I just told you I'm scared of the motherfucker.
Yeah. I just
told you. Like, why would you think that I know what the movie's about? I don't fucking know.
Wasn't his son gay?
I didn't watch it.
You're so funny.
But he ended up wearing dresses and shit in the movie.
Don't mean he's gay. Maybe he just has different fashion than some people.
He was definitely gay. It's definitely, yeah. But it was okay. I mean, whatever. It was just, I didn't like it because it was just a weird concept.
Anyways, off the topic of Chucky's son being gay. Stop. Me and my mom watched. Okay, I think it was 2013, around 2013 that movie came out, and my mom and I would have like movie nights where we would like lay in her bed because sometimes my dad like he goes up to he has a cabin up in like I forget where the fuck it is, but like they go up there hunting. So like my mom will be sleeping in her room by herself. So like I'd come in her room, we'd have like movie nights and shit like that.
Cool.
And we decided to watch Chucky, and most of the time it was like horror movies. But sometimes it'd be low budget horror movies and it would be funny.
I love those.
Yeah, but this time it was Chucky. And I thought, okay, yeah, Chucky's gonna be funny. So I lay down and we're watching the movie, and like I start getting squeamish during this movie, but it's not like terrible. Like it made me uncomfortable. Like Chucky makes me uncomfortable just because of the way like he moves and shit like that. It just scares me. So then by the time that the movie was over, I was tired. My mom was tired. I stayed with her in her bed and like fell asleep in her room. And so I fall asleep and I wake up in the dream. Like in my mom's room.
I hate that so much.
Yeah, like I wake up and I'm still in my mom's bed. It's like I just never moved. It was like a kind of like I'm sitting up from my position in the bed. And I look beside my mom's bed and Chucky's standing there. Like just standing there. And like looking at me, he goes, I'm gonna kill you. And I said, oh, okay. So I get up out of the bed. I get up, I crawl across the bed because he's blocking my only access of getting off this fucking bed. I crawl off the edge of the bed and I run to my room, which thank God was next to my mom's room, but for some reason it was a classroom. So, and somebody was teaching. Like, somebody was teaching, and then somebody was sat at the desk, but then I crawled underneath the desk that this person was at, so that way he couldn't see me. But this desk was literally like this. Like, it had, like, a space underneath it. You could clearly see underneath it, but that was the only thing in the room, was one desk, one person sitting there, and one person
it's not like
teaching.
he was tall, so he could definitely see you.
Yeah, dead ass. So, like, I sat there for a second, he came out of my mom's room, and he goes, oh, hi. And I said, no, leave me alone. So, like, I, like, get out from underneath the desk, and, like, scrambling around. I run back into my mom's room, and I crawl up to my mom in the dream, and I'm like, Mom, Chucky's trying to kill me, and she's like, go back to bed, like, go to sleep, like, Chucky's not real. And I'm like, Mom, you need to understand. He comes in, he goes, hee hee hee, and I'm like, stop,
no,
stop. So then, like, I jump over him, and this goes on for a while. And then finally I wake up and I'm like, I hate Chucky. Like, from that day forth, I don't like Chucky. He caused me so much emotional distress. I don't like to be chased. I don't like to be followed by a little midget doll with orange hair. Like, I don't. I'm sad. It scares. Like, that's why I don't watch Chucky.
You know, my sister's actually, she was scared of Chucky until she was 14. Now, really? I would mess with her so bad.
You are terrible.
And okay, but in my defense, okay, like I said, I grew up with scary movies. So my little sister, when she was little, she had long black crazy hair. Right? So imagine, right? We watch a scary movie. She's scared. She can't sleep. She goes to my room, wakes me up. Imagine seeing a little girl, crazy black hair covering her face, waking you up in the middle of the night.
Like The Grudge.
That's one of the movies that scares me.
Really? That one's not bad.
It scares the shit out of me.
Final Destination is
I don't know what. I think it's because of the whole, like, shower scene.
Oh.
Where she's, like, she's grabbing the crap out of you. So.
I know what you're talking about.
For the longest time, I could not wash my face underwater.
Yeah, no.
Or if I do,
I did. Like the memes, like people are like, literally, like, you see, like, the flash of, like, a horror movie, like, while you're washing your face, you see a flash of, like, a horror movie character, and you're like...
Bro, I literally, like, I would wash my face, and the moment I would wash my face, I could see her.
That's scary.
And the worst part is, I would tell people this, and they would fuck with me. And they, out of nowhere, like, while I'm walking, either down the hallway or whatever, they would go, Man. Oh, man. How many times have I not run out of a building because I've been scared?
You're valid for that, though.
But, I don't know, for some reason, she scared me. She doesn't scare me anymore. It's just unsettling. That's what it is. It's more of unsettling.
Right.
The movie that unsettled me the most and it still creeps me out and it still, for some reason, it always will creep me out is The Exorcist.
Really?
Yes.
That's a classic.
I know. I think that's why it scares me the most.
Because it's just so...
It's so
old.
low budget.
It's so low budget.
It looks so real.
Yeah, but they ate with that.
They did.
They ate with that.
It's an amazing movie.
Oh, like for what they had at the time, that was one of the most incredible movies of its time.
That's why I think it scared me the most, is because of the fact that it was so low budget and so advanced for the time that it was.
Right.
And it was just, man, it just creeps me out. It just creeps me out.
I realize we got off topic again.
Way too off topic.
Yeah. What's the most lucid dream you've had?
So I think the most lucid dream I've had, it's actually very scary. It wasn't a nightmare per se, but it was definitely something that I felt total fear.
Really?
It was my first time ever feeling that kind of fear.
Yeah.
And it scared me to the point where I thought about it for weeks. And I
Really?
still do sometimes. It's that scary. So I was leaving Walmart with my girlfriend's parents and her. And we were going towards the parking lot, and it was a Walmart that I didn't recognize. Like, the surrounding area wasn't like Lebanon
Right.
or Palmyra or whatever. It was like a weird, I felt like Florida. Like, I don't know, for some reason I felt like it was Florida. Like
Yeah.
a tropical.
Okay.
So we're leaving Walmart, and we're walking towards the cars, and on the horizon I see what looks like a fleet of planes flying towards us. Right?
Yeah.
It's a row, multiple rows of planes flying towards us, and they look like old style warships.
Right.
Right? Mind you, we're walking down the thing, and I see flaps open up from the bottom of the planes, and they just start dropping bombs.
No.
They just start dropping bombs, and it was so real. It was so real. It was so real that I could feel the wind from the bombs,
Like the. Yeah.
and I could feel the wind from like the
From the
debris and
impact.
shit like that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, it was one of the most scariest dreams I've ever had, and it wasn't like a nightmare or whatever. It was just like something that it just felt like it's going to happen.
When it starts to like get into like real life like possibilities like that, like that's when it starts to get really like actually terrifying, and especially because you could feel
I felt it.
that's
I felt not only my fear, but I felt the people that I was with, their fear.
no, and that's
And we didn't know what to do. And the moment that, and they kept on getting closer, so like, we froze. We didn't know what to do. And they were flying fast. So like, the moment that they got to us, that's when I woke up.
oh my god.
But mind you, that's part one.
There was
I
multiple.
had
ways.
another dream.
Oh my god.
Same area, but this time we're driving away. We're driving fast.
From where the bombs.
It's like a continuation. Weeks later. That's what I'm saying. It's scary. I'm telling you. This time, there was a helicopter following us,
Oh.
and it was shooting at us.
No.
Shooting missiles around our car. But this time I was seeing it in like kind of like a third person slash first person.
Like you
it
could,
would
you were in your body. You were kind of like watching.
watching it happen.
Yeah.
So I saw the helicopter started shooting missiles towards us, and it was blowing up cars around us like while they're driving.
But it was
People
just
were dying.
like they were aimed at you specifically.
They were aimed at me. Yeah, me. For some reason, the helicopter wanted me dead.
That's scary.
But it was genuine. It was genuine fear, and I woke up and I was feeling the same way. I kind of like had a small anxiety attack because of the fact that it's just so. It was just so real. Like it really,
Right.
guys. I'm telling you right now, it was one of the scariest. It's like, you know that feeling you get when you face your biggest fear. Like, let's just say your biggest fear is like spiders or heights.
It's that like pang of like.
That.
Yeah, that-
like your worst fear happening right in front of you, right there. That's what I felt. And man, it still messes with me.
No,
I still think about it.
I
I still think about
understand.
it. And I'm still thinking about it. It traumatized me so much, guys, that every time I hear, you know how the gap is right around here.
Yeah.
I literally panic
Really?
every time I see one of those like cargo bobs, or like I hear one of those like jets whatever, like planes or whatever.
PTSD. It gave you PTSD. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's terrifying.
Especially at work, you know, because they fly.
They're right there.
They're right there.
I can't even imagine.
It's scary as fuck.
No, because, like, I have a fear of, like, the world ending, and that's kind of, like...
Part of it.
Yeah, like, that's part of it. Like, I've had a dream where, like, me and my family were on a vacation somewhere, and for some reason, like, you know, like, it didn't start raining, but it started to flood. Like, where we were, it was starting to flood. And, excuse me. It was like we were at a beach and everything started to flood around us, and everybody was actually really fucking calm. Other than me. Me, I was not calm. When it started to flood, like, obviously, like, it's getting up to, like up to here on me, and I'm, like, freaking the fuck out because I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And that's one of my biggest fears is, like, drowning. Now, the thing is that there was this, like, tornado in the water. That was, like, it was kind of like Sharknado, but without the sharks. Like, there was just a tornado in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, like, that's it. That's it. Typhoon. Typhoon.
Typhoon?
Typhoon? Typhoon? Typhoon? Typhoon. But it was really scary because then my brother in the dream was, like, kind of making fun of me for being scared. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, are you, like, fucking dumb? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Because we need to leave. And I remember saying that to him. I said, you're fucking stupid. I said, well, I don't understand why you're laughing. I don't understand why you're making jokes. And literally, I'm going off on him while we're, like, almost neck deep in water. I'm like, we need to go. We need to figure out how to get out of here. We need to leave. He's like, I don't understand why you're making this such a big deal. Ha 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 ha. And I'm like, we're gonna die. Do you understand? He's like, no, we're not. And I said, use your critical thinking skills, please. Because that's the only person I was with at the time. I was with my brother for some fucking god-awful reason.
The worst person to be in a crisis.
Like, not my oldest brother, but the brother I barely see. And, like, him and I do not get along.
Right.
So why I was stuck with him during this time of crisis was absolutely the worst thing that could have ever happened, because I'm just here yelling at him. And we're about to drown. We're literally about to drown, and the last thing I'm doing is fucking yelling at him, and he's just fucking making jokes.
The last memory that you're gonna have in your life is yelling at your brother to take it seriously.
Yeah, like, that's crazy. But, like, that was, like, the end of the dream. But, like, I have such a bad fear of that. Like, I don't want to drown. I don't want to be bombed. I don't want to do any of that. When it happens in dreams, it's scary.
I don't want to freak you out, but I kind of had a similar dream.
Really?
I had a dream where I was in, for some God knows what reason, I was in a grass field with a couple of the people that I know, a couple of family members, and a couple of random people. It was like a park. And out of complete nowhere, just a tsunami.
Ugh.
But it was like a tsunami that already happened, so the water's just flooding through.
Yeah, like, it's not even just like, the tsunami. It's just the flooding.
The water, just and the water started rushing towards us, and I could see it coming.
Right.
And I start yelling, like, guys, like, we have to move. We gotta go. Like, you see that? Look over there. And they are, like, just nonchalantly just minding their business. Like, they're just chilling out. Like, you know, they're continuing their activities, whatever they were doing, right? And I'm over here shaking them, like, we gotta move. Go. And they're over here like, what's going on? Like, just relax. And then I'm like, you see the water? The water's we're gonna die. Like, and then they're like, it's just water. I'm like, what do you mean?
And it's not just
it's
water.
Not just water. It's a flood. Like, we are gonna
You're gonna drown.
So,
that dream.
I literally had that same dream where it was just a random flood.
Like, people, like, why are they not taking it seriously?
Yeah.
That makes me wonder. Like, is it like, are they just joking because they know, like, you know?
It's like, you know, we're gonna die anyway. So.
Yeah, or like that they know, like, or these dream characters know they're in a dream, but we don't know we're in the dream. Maybe they're self-aware and we're not.
Right. Maybe. It's like they're NPCs.
That's something to think about.
You ever think about it? It is something to think about. Like, do people in the dream know that they're a dream fixation?
I don't like, and that's the thing is that like it is a full possibility that you could end up in other people's dreams. That's a good possibility too. I didn't even think about that one. Like
Ooh.
where like you.
Thank you.
Yeah, like
Because I just unlocked a memory that I forgot completely.
really.
Me and my ex-girlfriend, we had just started dating, and she had to commute to her job, and to commute to her job, she had to pass a bridge, long bridge, like a highway kind of thing. But on the side, you could walk. It was like pretty famous in Bethlehem.
Right.
So people walk every day, either ride bikes or walk, whatever, through that bridge. And I had a dream where she got out of work, and on her way home, some guy attacked her and choked her. Like started choking her and started attacking her. And I woke up and I got scared, so I called her. And she was like, I'm good, no worries, I'm good. Literally, right when I said that, she goes, that's crazy. Because I literally just had the same dream. Yesterday.
Guys, it's possible.
That same dream. Like, to the point.
To like down
To the point.
Down to the T.
Exactly where it was, where she was. Yeah.
Like,
What she was wearing and everything.
please let me know in the comments if you have had like a similar experience with somebody you know. 'Cause-
Please. You know what? Just in general, if you want to show us or tell us about your dreams,
Yeah.
if the most vivid dreams that have come true or that has scared you, please don't hesitate to comment. Let us know.
Or just like reach out, talk to us. Like, hey.
Yeah, because I definitely want to know people's interpretations of what dreams could be to you.
Right.
And also,
Because dreams are just a wide variety of things. Like we're getting into a lot of stuff as of right now, and like I feel like we haven't even touched like falling dreams and stuff like that. Like what happens when you hit the ground in falling dreams, sleepwalking, sleep talking. We have all these different topics, but we're only touching like the surface of dreams right now, talking about like what
the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, like we are gonna get into it. Like I know we've gotten into a lot. But like, it's gonna like.
This is kind of like a halfway point to let them know,
Yeah.
If you have those kind of lucid dreams, let's get into the more.
The like, we're at the tip of the iceberg. We're getting underneath the iceberg.
We're gonna get there now. So, I know you were kind of excited about talking about the whole falling dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So when we were talking about this pre-recording, I found some very interesting notes on hey.
Yeah, I can't. What the heck? I can't record.
We found some.
Snapchat's stupid.
That's so funny. I found some notes about like falling dreams. Falling dreams are scary. Everybody has them. Everybody has them. I feel like if you haven't had one, you need to experience it to know, because it is terrifying. It literally feels like you are falling through the air, jumping off a building, wherever you are in the world, like, or even if you're just falling through the sky, like you wake up, you're falling. You wake up when you hit the ground. Some people don't wake up when they hit the ground, but you're gonna have something to say about that.
So I had a dream, right? And I'm terrified of heights. Okay, so whatever dream I have about falling or any type of thing, I always get scared because of the fact that it bothers the hell out of me. I hate heights, which is a weird phobia because I think it's more of the fear of falling.
No, and I
think
get
it's
that.
what it is. I don't mind heights because I can be in planes and I can be on roller coasters, but I can't be on that tower shit that goes all the way up and then drops you. I can't do it. Mm-mm.
No, I like those.
No. I will turn pale, more pale than I usually am. I will be a ghost.
You're not so pale today.
I'm not. I'm red, actually. Oh, story time. So I've been going to the gym. I've been getting these gains.
Getting
okay?
up, getting up. Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been going.
We are.
I love how you match the energy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I've been going to the gym, right? And yesterday it was my first time. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try the tanning bed. Usually I do the hydro bed or whatever, the massager thing before I go. So this time I was like, you know what? Let me try the tanning bed. And the guy that was there was a teenage kid. I don't think he knew a lot about anything because
Did he work there?
Yeah,
Oh.
he didn't know anything about tanning beds.
Oh.
It was just like, oh, I'm just gonna turn it on, and then you can go in. I'm like, okay. It's like, how long should I go in? He goes, I don't know. I'm like, okay. So
All right, buddy.
he's like, I don't really know much about it, but I know that people don't want to spend too much time in there. I'm like, okay. He goes, yeah. So like, apparently 10 minutes is like an hour under the sun, or something like that. So I'm like, I do pretty well under the sun. I can take it. So I'm over here like, give me 10 minutes. No, 5 minutes is 1 hour under the sun. So I spent 2 hours under the sun because I did 10 minutes.
You're insane.
And I'm sitting there. I'm in the tanning bed or whatever, fully commando, right? Enjoying my time. I actually almost fell asleep there.
Really?
It was very relaxing. But I get up. Everything's normal. I don't feel burned. I don't feel nothing. Everything's good, right? I get home, take a shower, and I start feeling it.
Oh my god.
I start feeling the burn. You can see it in my face.
You're gonna have to get close.
I don't know if you can see it here. But
In real life, it's like cheeks, everything, the forehead.
it's pretty bad.
It's red.
So I've been getting shit for it all day today, by the way. Everybody from work they all had some type of comment.
But think about it. If you're like me, I know that my burns turn into tans like the next day.
I think I'm gonna turn into tan.
Yeah, you're gonna be tan like within the next 2 days.
But bro, Allison has been making fun of me all day for it. She picked up a box today, and she was like, ugh. And then she's like, did my face turn red? I'm like, Allison, shut
out
up.
of pocket
She's
for that
crazy. And it's all day, and everybody's been asking me all day, every day. I said every day.
Every day.
You know what I mean?
All day.
All day, everybody's been asking me, and I've had to tell the same story at least 50 times today. But yeah, I got burnt. My whole body is burnt. It's not you know what? It's not as bad. I feel more itchy than burnt.
Oh yeah.
Very very itchy. Like right now, I just want to stretch out
I feel like
my
it's
chest.
because of like the blue light. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
not because it's like actual like.
I'm not much in pain. Like I can still do all this and stuff.
It's just like a slight.
But I can feel it.
Yeah,
I can
you
feel
know that you're burnt.
But yeah. Anyway. So the falling dreams.
Yes.
Right?
So with the falling dreams, I learned that what was the fact? Dreaming about falling tends to signify a loss of control over an important situation. And I read also that it could be like at a time of like really deep stress in your life, like if you're experiencing a lot of stress or a lot of loss of something, or you don't have control over a situation. A lot of people were giving like examples of like oh, say like your relationship's going downhill, or like you have a friendship that's going downhill, and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's when you'll tend to have those
falling
dreams because you're losing control. It's like your body telling you you're losing control over this situation.
Oh, that's crazy you said that. Because the dream that I was talking about, that where I survived the fall, was around the time that I was with my ex-girlfriend. And it was in the moment where we were having a lot of issues. And it was also the moment that I was actually deciding to let it go.
So maybe that was your body telling you that like
I survived the fall.
Yeah, you
So I'm like, you're gonna be good. That's
oh my god!
That's crazy.
That's actually so cool.
Yeah.
The last time I had a falling dream, I was in like a really bad relationship. Like at this point, we had broken up. And like he was talking to his ex at the time, and yeah, he was still talking to his ex, and he was still talking to me. But then there was a point where I was thinking that maybe things were gonna go right until they didn't, and like I went through a month of depression. This was last year around like January. Yeah, it was a really bad time, and like around the time that I decided to completely just cut him loose, because like we were talking about being friends. We had a whole talk, like I dropped off his clothes and shit, and we had an actually pretty good talk, like in person the last time, but it was like I knew something was wrong. I knew something wasn't settling right.
Right.
And I, in the back of my head, I'm like, I just need to let this guy go. At that point, though, I did have a falling dream. Now, I didn't survive the fall.
Right.
But I woke
you were still
up
in turmoil.
Yeah, like when I hit the ground, I woke up naturally, like how a lot of people do when they have falling dreams. But I think that was literally the last time I had a falling dream, and now that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yes.
Because I haven't had a falling dream in a really good while.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, I've been stressed out. Yeah, I've been, like, going through it and shit like that. But, like, I haven't, I guess my body...
It hasn't been as bad as it was when you were with that person or dealing with that.
That person, like, mentally damaged me so bad. And, like, you can ask my friends. Like, I was very, you know...
Depressed.
Suicidal. You know, like, it was bad. It was a very bad time for me.
Yeah.
Like, as of lately, I'm not as bad, but that was one of the worst times of my life, and then that's when I had that falling dream. So now y'all know that if you are going through a really tough situation and you have a falling dream, you're gonna make it through it.
That's crazy. That's insane. We're not gonna talk about who she's talking about, but
I don't think you know who I'm talking about.
no, you don't. Is that who I'm thinking about?
No, it's not the same one.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, never mind then.
Never
mind then.
Not that person. That person is a completely different thing. And but
all right, so let's talk about sleepwalking, because I know that I watched this lady on TikTok. She's very famous for her sleepwalking videos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I love her.
Selena Spooky Boo.
Yes, I love her. She's so funny, and she sleep talks.
I love Selena Spooky Boo.
She's so funny.
She is hilarious even without doing the sleepwalking videos. She is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but there's a video that she has a hot dog.
Yes.
And she's talking about the hot dog. She's like, I can cook this with 250 degrees, but I can also just go, and then she like shoves it out her throat.
Have you seen the one where she like stands there for a second and she farts and then she giggles? That one I watched like 3 times over, and I was literally in tears crying over it because it was so funny.
Yeah.
But like sleepwalking and sleep talking, I did a little research on this one as well. So basically, it's like your body in REM sleep is trying to fight off doing physical things. Now, sleepwalking more so, I feel like, is more of a relaxed. I feel like Selena Spooky Boo goes through intense sleepwalking.
It's because of the medication that she takes.
Yes. So like,
or she took. I don't know if she still takes it. But.
So like, it's like more intense for her. But when you're in REM, and usually with sleep talking, hi Puppy.
Hi baby.
Sorry, we interrupt
cute
this.
Stella moment.
Yes, we let her puppy.
You can't see Stella. You already saw her once. You can't see it again.
She's a cutie pie.
Anyway.
But with sleep talking, your body is basically fighting off doing physical things in your sleep form.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially what it is. Is so your physical activity that your REM is fighting is coming out through speaking. Yeah. It's actually very interesting, because then like people who very deeply REM sleep, I guess are having more vivid, more crazy dreams.
So, alright, go ahead.
Yeah. People who like have sleepwalking, they're fighting off because they have the urge to do more in their sleep than they would like to do. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. Because you're dreaming so heavily that you're not realizing that, like, and I feel like maybe that has something to do with, like, maybe your eyes being open when you sleep. That could be something that happens. I didn't look
Might
on
be a
that.
reaction.
Yeah, it might be a reaction that your body's sleeping so heavily that your body can't have, like, the reaction that it wants to, like, to move around, do the things that you want to do. And so it does other things. It speaks, it stands up, it walks.
I think I would not be able to be with anybody that sleepwalks. I can't do it.
It would scare me.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I couldn't be. If I saw my partner, which right now, Kala, right now, she has those moments where she kind of either wakes up half asleep and she'll, like, say some random shit, or she'll wake up and, like, there was one time where my room's upstairs, right? I have 3 big windows that I could very easily just jump off. She, of course, you would go into the freaking cable, you weirdo. I'm playing video games, minding my business. She's sleeping. She shoots up. She sits all the way up and says nothing.
Just sits there.
Just.
Yeah. That's scary.
Dude, when I'm telling you, I thought she was possessed. I thought she was possessed, and I was gonna jump out the window.
Don't do that.
I was going to. It's like broken legs in the room with a demon.
Not the demon.
The legs were gonna win. I would lose my legs, but you know what? I'm not in hell.
You're funny for that.
But it's crazy. But people, like, dreams actually has a lot of they have a lot of power.
Yeah.
And I wish that one day I can just control it.
Yeah.
I wish I can just control it.
I know. Because it'd be fun to just kind of, like, have fun, like have fun in your dreams. You know what I mean? I mean, there's times where you do, but then there's times that you don't, that you can't control. And it's the worst thing. It is literally the worst thing, and especially, like, sometimes when you can't leave your dreams. Oh, that leads into our next topic, which is, like, what is it? Sleep paralysis.
Oh, I was just you read my mind, because I was literally just thinking about it. I'm like, we should go into sleep paralysis.
I got you. Like, because I that kind of just leads into it, because people, like, I've never personally experienced sleep paralysis. But there are people that I know who have experienced sleep paralysis, and it is some of the most terrifying shit they have ever seen in their entire life. Because imagine you wake up, but you're not awake. You're sleeping. And you see this demon, this entity, this shadow form just in the corner of your room watching you. And you can't move.
And it gets closer.
And it gets closer and it moves towards you, and there's nothing you can do but sit there and watch it.
The worst part is, right, when you have those kind of dreams, I'm not talking about experience because I haven't had that experience.
Right.
But I know a couple of people that have night terrors, and night terrors and sleep paralysis are hand in hand, pretty much. But
right.
But they're not in the way, because some people react extremely when they have night terrors, and then some people have sleep paralysis.
Right.
I know some people that have night terrors and freak out and scream and yell and get up and run and whatever.
Yeah.
But I also know people that when they have sleep paralysis, they have those kind of dreams and they feel that entity actually put pressure
on them. Oh my goodness.
Put pressure on their chest or throat or whatever. They actually feel like they're suffocating. And they're literally... They told me that it was probably the most scariest thing, because you wake up and your eyes are open and you want to scream and you want to yell and you want to get up and you want to react.
And you can't.
But you're
stuck. You're literally laying there like this.
With your eyes open, not being able to control your body because you're so paralyzed with fear that it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Can you talk any louder? Sorry. Come on. You know I'm doing a podcast.
This is so
come on.
funny. But yeah, no, like I just, like I said, like I know people and I've heard stories and stuff, and sometimes it gets to the point of like this causes PTSD for people. There's people who have this reoccurring like sleep paralysis.
Some people don't want to sleep because of it.
Yeah, some people have like insomnia and shit like that because they're
scared of sleeping.
Yeah, they've had this experience of almost like having this fear of seeing this thing in your room that you don't even know what it is, why it's appearing to you, but it happens.
I think I have insomnia for a whole different reason. I do have. It's not that I have insomnia. It's not diagnosed or whatever, but I feel like I do because I have so much trouble falling asleep. It's so hard for me to fall asleep. Like, I think it's because of my ADHD maybe and my depression. Like, I have two of the worst things that you can combine.
ADHD and depression.
Like, literally the worst things that you can combine.
Hey, homie.
It's like... it's the most annoying thing. It's like your brain is telling you to go with your ADHD, and then your depression is saying, nah, bruh.
Your
Like,
brain is
just stay.
active.
Constant battle.
Yeah, your brain is
Constant
active.
war.
Because I do that shit too. Not all the time though. I will, like, sometimes there's times where, like, my body will be like, you can't go to bed. You have to stay up until, like, 2 a.m. And then there's other times where, well, now as of lately, now that I'm taking my meds, like, that'll, like, soothe me to sleep because they make you drowsy and stuff like that. And, like, that could lead into, like, the next part of that then, too, because, like, medical sleep, like dreaming, like people who take medication sometimes have different experiences and stuff like that with dreams and nightmares and stuff like that induce dreams, induce nightmares, because your brain has more, I feel like, dopamine to kind of fill that void of whatever negativity you were thinking. So, like, lately, since I've been taking my medicine, I've been dreaming consistently. Like, I feel like sometimes when I would sleep, my dreams would be patchy. Like, I wouldn't have vivid dreams really that often, or I would go without a dream where I feel like I just slept through the night and woke up and that was that. But now it's like a consistency of, like, I'm being fed these dreams. And the funniest part is that like celebrities that I know and that I, like, associate myself with and that I really like show up in my dreams, and it's just, like, funny circumstances and
That's
funny
cool.
things. Yeah, like, it is really cool. My funniest thing though is that, like, there's only a few people that I will see in my dream that I know in real life lately. And, like,
I have to happen all the time.
really? Yeah, it's like, it's
It's
weird.
usually never the same people that I know.
Yeah, it's a weird sensation.
Still not Jesus.
It's such a weird sensation because it's like I talk to these people in these dreams that I don't even know. Like, we were talking about this way earlier. Like, you talk to the people in your dreams as if you know them for I don't know how long. But
It's like you lived your life knowing the people, but you actually don't know who they are.
Yeah, and that's so crazy to me because you're just having a conversation with, like, your favorite singer. Imagine you're, like, standing here and you guys are Bestiana Grandes. Have you never heard that? Yo, Aaron says it all the time. Bestiana Grandes.
I can't stand her. I can't stand her. I can't.
I don't like her.
I don't know. I can't stand her as a person.
As a person, yeah. As a like.
No. As a person, I can't stand her.
Like.
No, I can't stand her as a person.
Oh, the shit that she's been doing lately is just.
I know somebody that has seen her in person, and there was an event or whatever that he was the security guard for, and he was at the donut shop, right? And at the donut shop, there was like little flaps. You know how there's 7-Eleven and Turkey Hill and stuff like that?
Oh my god, was he at the donut incident?
What donut incident?
She licked the donut.
He was there.
He was there?
He was there. So
Your friend is famous.
Yeah. So she opened the thing, picked up the donut, licked it, and put it back.
Your friend is famous. Guys, his friend's famous. His friend witnessed the donut
He
incident.
saw it happen.
That's
he saw it happen.
fucking nuts.
He said that's probably the most disgusting thing he's ever seen. And from then, I didn't like her.
It's just like a respect thing. I feel like some celebrities just don't have.
They think that they're gods.
Yeah, and I
They're
don't.
untouchable.
And that's
That's not true.
no. Just because you have money doesn't mean you can walk around doing what you want.
I mean, I don't know why she feels like she's entitled because there was a bombing at one of her concerts. That's crazy.
That shit was crazy.
A lot of people were hurt.
A lot of people were hurt. A lot of people were killed.
That's why I don't understand. Was the objective to hurt her or just to hurt people? Because it's just kind of like...
At the end of the day, I think it was just genuinely like a terrorist attack. Like they wanted to hurt people. Like, and that's the world we live in today.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole nother...
That's a whole nother topic.
another
We'll get
podcast.
into another day.
So when it comes to sleeping, right? What do you use to fall asleep? Like, what are your ways? I have many ways that I use to actually try to fall asleep. Some work, some don't. There's days that certain thing works, and sometimes it doesn't. So I change it to something else. So what do you think?
My preferred method is ASMR. ASMR.
You like when I whisper in your ear?
No. Guys, you
like-
better be rolling on the floor right
it's
now.
like-
We are putting out content.
She's like, no, I don't. So, you know what's crazy? Okay, talk about ASMR. Let me just deviate a little bit from the dreams real quick or sleep. I had a binge.
Sorry, I just got to chill.
I had a binge with ASMR for about a year.
Yeah.
Where all I saw was ASMR videos. And it was like at the craze where it got crazy and everybody was famous for it or whatever, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. I was just watching people eat
Oh, me too.
just to hear them like
Chew on food.
food.
And you know what? Some people can't stand that, but like sometimes it like
love
literally
it.
soothes me. Like I watched this Korean YouTuber who he literally dips everything in like this cheese sauce, and it looks fucking amazing. It also helps me to eat. Like when I know that I should be eating, sometimes I get off like my eating schedule, and like I'm not very consistent with eating, and I know that sometimes can be bad. That can be very bad. But like sometimes like when I catch myself slipping into that, I watch those like mukbang videos. Like mukbang. That's literally how you say it.
Yeah.
Mukbang. Yeah.
Yeah, some people say mukbang.
Muk.
No.
Mukbang.
Say it right. It's mukbang.
Mukbang.
Do you like when I chew into the mic?
No.
So yeah, I used to, I still do from time to time.
Yeah.
Like but it's not as bad as it used to be. Like I used to be,
Like obsessed.
like I was at work listening to ASMR videos.
Yeah, no, but I understand. It's calming. Like sometimes it's like really calming. Even like for us who have like ADHD and stuff like that. Like sometimes we do need somewhat of a like a distraction almost.
It's more of like for ADHD people, like sometimes certain activities can be overwhelming.
Yes. For sure.
I find myself. Let me explain to you a little bit about ADHD because a lot of people are mixed business. Sorry. A lot of people are misdiagnosed, right? And
Right.
just like depression, a lot of people are misdiagnosed or they self-diagnose, and I can't fucking stand that.
Now see,
I can't stand when people self-diagnose. Okay?
I'm self-diagnosed, but I have kind of dealt with this for many years.
But you can tell there's something different.
Yeah, like I'm not just
Some
straight
people
up
use
saying
it. Some people use it as an excuse, and I can't stand that.
Oh,
That's what
for
I can't
sure.
stand.
Like
You know you have something wrong with you, and you know that you battle with something every day. That's a whole different story. But when people say, "Oh, you know, I'm the way I am because of my ADHD," some people use it as a crutch, and I
hate that.
I hate that.
A lot of people do that with like autism now and like autism, ADHD, depression. And a lot of it has to do with like they want the attention, and I don't like that because the matter of the fact that I deal with this on a daily basis and people will use it as clout or things to like be seen as like, oh, take care of me, I'm ill. I'm mentally ill. Please take care of me. Like, don't do that.
So ADHD is pretty much like a mental disorder that messes with your reasoning, messes with your options, with your choices,
Of course.
with how you
think.
how you act. A lot of times it gives you anxiety because of the fact that you have
So much
going on that you don't know what to do and how to do it. Let's just say, use an example. A lot of times where I'm in a social gathering and there's a lot of things going on at a time, I need to step out.
Right.
I need to step out because I will literally start just losing my shit. And I won't go off on nobody or whatever, but like I'll feel like I need to just take a breather and then I can go back. I'll go back and interact. But everybody in my life now, they know that if I step out, it's because I just need
time.
It's kind of like a sensory overload.
Yeah, and I absolutely understand that because lately, like for me, I feel like my social battery is extremely low because I go to work every day. I talk to people. I get distracted at work. And this goes into like a whole different like I've told people like at work that I have ADHD, but it feels like it's not taken seriously because I need to have some sort of like paper some sort of record that says, you are mentally ill, to excuse your actions. And it's like it makes it so much harder in a work environment too, because sometimes the work that we have overwhelms me incredibly, so much so that literally I do need to stop what I'm doing and walk away. Because you see what we get pallets upon pallets back there at the job, and
I supply them.
Yeah, you literally look at them every day. Like it's a pain in the butt, and especially when we have a lot of work, it overwhelms me so bad that like I will have to stop, take a break, kind of walk off, talk to somebody, distract my brain, because in my brain a million things are going on when I'm looking at those palettes. Like I need to start this one, or should I start this one? Or
it's like a reset.
Yeah.
You need a reset.
Yeah. Like I just need to press the reset button, give myself a moment, go back.
The worst part is like I get distracted very easily, and it's like it's the worst kind of procrastination that you could ever live with. Like you see yourself knowing that you need to do these things, like that you should be getting up, cleaning your room, that you should be doing this. But because of the fact that I don't have the energy to do it because of my depression, and I also want to do it because my ADHD is telling me, get the fuck up.
And do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
But my depression is like,
nah.
You don't really have to do it.
No. And
like you could do it tomorrow, but then it's like tomorrow comes and it's the same cycle.
You lay in bed. Literally, I do that shit. I come home from work and I'm like, I know I have shit I should do. So I'm gonna lay here for a second, and then I get caught up in like watching a YouTube video or like TikTok and stuff like that.
And then we were like, what were we supposed to do?
Yeah, or I know in the back of my head, like I can feel it nudging at me, like, hey, you need to do this, and like I'm just consistently trying to push it.
You're like, just another video.
Yeah, just another video, and then I'll get up and do it. And like even like stuff like and this isn't like. I'm not gross, I'm not weird, but like showering, brushing your teeth, getting up for work and shit like that. Like I do shower, I do brush my teeth, but sometimes it is like a hindering thing.
Sometimes you forget that, and it's not like you're gross because you're not. Everybody does it. Everybody sometimes forgets how to brush their teeth, or
but sometimes you
forget to shower or whatever.
Yeah.
But it happens. But when people have ADHD and depression, like it's like. Your body's telling you to do it. Your depression's telling you not to. And it's like you are in a constant battle because you're over here like, dude, get the fuck up.
And do the shit you need
to do. And
you're
getting angry at yourself. And sometimes you lash out. Sometimes you lash out at people because
you can't get
you're mad at yourself.
Yeah.
And the worst part is when people tell you to do something you already chose to do.
Right.
Like, let's just say I get up and I'm like, oh, you know what? I should clean my room. And you get up and you start to like decide to clean your room. And then your mom walks in. You're like,
Clean your room.
Clean your room. And I'm like, no, I don't.
No, I don't wanna. Yes. Oh my god, my mom does that shit to me all the time. Mom,
Or like,
I love you. Yeah, I know you're not gonna watch this, but mom, I love you. But like, I come home and like she'll text me before I get home, and be like, hey, can you unload the dishwasher? I'm like, yeah, mom, I'll do that. So I get home, whatever. She gets home after me though. Like, so like sometimes I will take a little bit of time, cause like, say it was like a really rough day at work and I just wanted to take the time to relax.
Just
and
relax,
like that.
unwind.
And I have all the time in the day to get that thing done. She'll text me when the minute she gets home. If that dishwasher is not unloaded, what happened to the dishwasher? Ma. Like I come downstairs, I'm like, Ma, I'm getting there. I'm just relaxing.
You know the worst part is like when you're on your way to the dishwasher.
On your way.
She's like, can you do the dishes?
Yes, like I'm doing it. Or no, or like, so I do chores in my house. Like I do, I clean the kitchen, I clean the laundry room, I clean the living room. Every morning, I swear to you, every morning on Sunday morning, I do my, I have a schedule. I do that shit Monday morning. She will be like, you better make sure you get those chores done. You better make sure you get those chores done. Now I don't want to fucking do it. You're not giving me the motivation to do it because you keep telling me to do it. Stop. Like, I know what I need to do. And I tell her this every time. I'm like, stop telling me to do it. Because I know.
You're going to get even more mad at me because I'm deciding not to do it because you told me to do it.
And then she goes, why do you have an attitude with me? I don't. I'm just trying to tell you that I know. Like.
Yeah, so ADHD is a battle on itself.
Yeah.
And then having depression to add on to it, it's like having Tigger and Eeyore
in the same body. And like it's
like your body's telling you to ooh wow ooh ah.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
But then your body's like, oh, never mind.
You are so
never mind.
No, because that's such an accurate representation of that.
Yeah, it's too accurate.
Because, like, and adding that back into our, like, conversation about sleep, like, that makes it 10 times harder than...
To go to sleep.
Because then your brain's like, oh, I know I need to go to sleep. Oh, I know I need to go to sleep. But, like, your brain is constantly like, oh, one more YouTube video. One more thing, one more
game. That's where it gets me. Because I'll watch a show... And I'll be like, oh, that show's so good. Let me watch another episode.
Anime.
And then so you know it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And you're over here like screaming with fucking Goku. Ah! Ah! And I have to be up in a half an hour. And I'm here like, or like you'll watch the show. Like we'll watch an anime and something really cool happens. And you're like, yeah.
No, because that was me when I was watching like getting through Jujutsu Kaisen.
Dude.
Like when I was binging that, I would stay up and watch it. Like I kid you not, I would stay up late as fuck and watch that shit. And I knew I had work. I knew I did. But I just, it was like, it always ended on something good, which Lewis and I already talked about this. We might do a Jujutsu Kaisen podcast.
Oh yeah. We need to do a anime podcast.
Just like in general, yeah.
Just like talk about all of our favorite animes and like little theories that you think that, you know, because a lot of people that watch, you know, me at least, a lot of people that I know, they like anime and stuff like that. And I've had full-on arguments for almost 2 or 3 hours about a certain character. Not
really?
Yeah, like me and my friend, my best friend Lewis, we got into an argument about Superman and Goku.
Which one would win in a fight?
Goku. No.
I'm thinking. I'm not going against. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no, because I was just thinking about the difference. I wasn't. You know what? My silence.
Think about that. And then we'll talk about it in the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll rehash this video.
I'll give it some time.
We'll rehash this conversation because, in my opinion, Goku is superior in every way because he just keeps on getting stronger. But Also, Superman is insanely strong because he has Superman 5000 in the comics.
But if you think about it, he was defeated by Batman.
Yeah.
I feel like Batman, even though...
But...
But...
The thing is, the only reason why I think that Superman could win in a way is because Goku would never use those means to fight him. You know Goku, he would never. He wants a fair fight. He wants you as your strongest.
Yeah.
He's not gonna use the green walk to try to beat you.
Well, yeah, no. I feel like Batman is a cheater.
He has to be.
He's a cheater.
He has to be.
Because there's no...
He has no powers.
When I watched that movie, bro, when I watched the movie, like, that came out, Superman vs. Batman, that shit pissed me the... Can I tell you how bad that pissed me off?
Let me tell you right now. I am a very big Batman fan. Huge Batman fan.
Really?
I have Batman as a smell thing in my car. When I'm telling you this, that this movie pissed me the fuck off.
And when I tell you, I'm a massive Superman fan. I love Superman since I was real little. It also pissed me the fuck off. Continue.
The reason why it pissed me off, okay? The reason why it pissed me off is because Batman sucked Superman's dick so hard when he died. Mm-hmm. In the Justice League movie, I'm talking about this Justice League movie for a second.
Yeah.
Mind you, that whole movie was a clusterfuck of shitty characters. The only person I think that they chose perfect, two people. Wonder Woman, well, three. Superman, they chose perfect Superman.
Yeah.
Perfect Superman, perfect Wonder Woman, perfect Aquaman. Horrible combination together.
Oh, for fucking...
Horrible combination. Mind you, Flash, horrible.
Oh.
I hate that Flash. I don't care what anybody says. That is the most horrible Flash in the universe, and they need to bring the CW's Flash and have him in those movies.
Yeah.
Because that Flash was perfect.
No, I feel like DC has just gone downhill since
Since that Flash.
Yeah, but just even still, like the cinematic universe is so garbage to what, like,
compared to
DC
Marvel is insane.
Marvel is incredible.
Marvel is insane.
Now, as of like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've not kept up since after Endgame. There's a lot of shit that's happened, Loki and all that stuff. Much. Yeah, like, and like, I was so deep into like the Avengers.
So when it comes to Marvel's amazing at movies, kind of crappy at shows.
Oh, for sure. And that's
DC
why I
is
never
shitty at movies, amazing at shows.
They have like that great that balance there.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is like I don't watch a whole lot of TV shows, I don't watch a whole lot of movies and all that, but when I was really deep into Marvel, I watched every single Avengers movie. It was the movies were so good for the entire like Avengers like build up. Including like the individual movies.
You
like
have to watch
America.
them in chronological order.
And I did. I had every single CD, not CD, DVD. That's it. I had every single DVD. Like I had every single Iron Man. I had every single Captain America. I had every single Hulk movie.
Yeah.
Hulk wasn't really relevant. I feel like a lot of the ones that follow the timeline were
the
Iron
new
Man.
Hulk doesn't have a movie.
I had No, because I was watching
You're talking about the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
That's the best Hulk.
Yeah, that was so fucking good.
So good.
I had those ones, but I don't feel like
that man
it's
is
really...
good looking. Anyway.
But yeah, but like I watched a lot of those, movies growing up, and well, not growing up, but like I, in my teenage years, grew into loving Marvel. Captain America was my favorite. I don't know what it was about his storyline and everything, how they...
It's America's ass.
Oh, for sure.
It's America's ass.
Chris Evans? He was... God.
Anyway. But yeah, let's just...
Yes, we
keep on...
We have ADHD.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's
But yeah, let me go back to Superman versus Batman before we
go
finish
back.
that point.
Yeah.
Superman versus Batman was probably one of the worst movies that DC could ever make, and the only reason why let me just reiterate. The only reason why I hated it so much, right, was because yes, Superman can be beat by Batman 100%. With that power suit, oh yeah. But the whole, how do you know her name? No.
No.
They explained the story on how they met, also extremely wrong. I mean, different comics, different origin stories, fine.
But even still.
But they tried to make the Justice League a little too gritty. A little too, like... Sorry with that. ASMR. Coughing.
My favorite.
A little too serious. Because if you think about it, right? And I can say that about the Arrow show. The guy that played the Arrow, fine as fuck.
I never watched it.
But he's way too serious to be Green Arrow. If you really know Green Arrow, he's always making jokes.
Right.
Always having like little arrows that do weird shit. But he's like perfect at it. You know, he's the best. So yeah, they try to be a little too serious with the Justice League, and I understand that it can be, but
at the end of the day, they're
the only person
characters.
The only person that's serious in the Justice League, 100% serious, is Batman.
Yeah.
He's never laughing, except for that one killer joke thing. But you know, we don't talk about that. But it's too much. Anyway, we should wrap this up. But
bro, we've been talking for so long.
We're talking for almost 2 hours now.
Oh my god,
it has been great.
It has been fun.
It has been fun, and I think that if you're allowed it, I probably would want you more in here.
Right.
Because I usually try to bring people that I enjoy back.
Yeah.
Like I'm planning another episode with Mario because that episode was.
I didn't get to watch that one yet. I got to watch that one.
I've done James twice already. I'm planning to do Brandon because of the fact that he has so much more information. The next time I have Brandon in, I actually am gonna pay for his reading, like the whole like numerology shit. He's actually gonna do my chart and whatever, and then we're gonna go over it like on stream.
That's cool as
yeah. So there's a lot of moves going on. Like I told you guys before, right? There's a lot of things that are different. Jesus Christ, you're so loud, man. There's a lot of things that are different now that I'm pretty much doing this by myself. I'm gonna have more guests. I'm gonna have episodes where I'm gonna be by myself, but it doesn't matter. We're still gonna keep on moving. I'm still gonna be more persistent, and you're gonna see very colorful people coming on the podcast sooner or later.
I am colorful.
But this is it for this episode. Do you have anything to say?
Thanks for having me on this episode. I appreciate it. It's been fun. It has been fun. I want to come back. This was fun. It feeds my little ADHD brain.
I told you. And once you get under the camera, it's like it's nothing.
Yeah, like I genuinely felt like I was just having a conversation with you. We go at work. We literally, and this is why we get in trouble for our numbers because we sit there, we talk for like I don't know how long we are.
I can't help it.
No, literally, we have interesting conversations.
Very interesting.
Like if we could record like what we say during work, I'm sure we could make like great content.
We could have a lot of videos from that.
Literally just that. Like as you saw here, we literally got off on like 5-6 different topics that weren't even about sleep. So you guys are getting dreams plus some.
Plus some.
Like
it's like you're paying for a subscription, but you're not paying for a subscription.
You're getting bonus content.
You're getting subscriber bonuses without having to pay.
Yeah.
So you should feel special.
You should feel special.
You should.
Because we are fun people.
We are stupid.
Being stupid, man.
You're fucking stupid, mate. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I apologize for the random background noise back there, but thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for watching our video. And if you made it to the end of the episode, if you made it all the way 151, 152 right now, comment. Oh, you get to choose the word.
Do I?
Yeah.
Comment. Stupid.
I was gonna say that.
Really?
I'm so glad you chose that. Are you stupid? Comment, are you stupid? With a STEWWIT. Yeah.
Did not spell.
That's spelled that right. You know what I mean? A lot of W's. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid.
There you go.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean by I say that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Comment, share, subscribe. Please show us love. Send us to all your friends, and we will see you on the next episode. Bang, bang, bang.